Hello everybody, it's Yongxin Hu. Welcome back to the 28 Days Eat with Hu's Kitchen video series. Today is day 6. Did you enjoy your food from last video? I extremely loved them. Especially the sushi roll. Oh my god. They were so delicious. A quick recap of what happened yesterday. We made some Chinese ravioli for the breakfast. In some places you might call it a wonton, also known as 馄饨. For your lunch, we made some extremely delicious, wonderful sushi. We made my best friend's most favorite dish, the collar chicken wings. In today's video, there will be another 3 really delicious dishes. Before we start, make sure you have subscribed to my channel and liked my videos. If you are enjoying my recipes, don't forget, share with your friends. In this morning, I'm gonna show you guys how to make one of my most favorite porridge, the chicken and the mushroom porridge. So in China, we do have lots of different types of breakfast. For porridge, we have sweet porridge or savory porridge. So for this dish, you guys probably already can tell, it's actually a savory porridge. Let's not waste more time. I'm gonna get everything started. So first of all, I'm gonna prepare my chicken. Gonna quickly pop the... So for this recipe, you guys can use chicken legs, chicken breast, and whichever part of chicken you like. Or if you say, right, I'm vegetarian or vegan, you can even not put any meat in. That's absolutely fine. I just quickly wash my chicken, and now I'm gonna basically debone the chicken leg. After we debone the chicken leg, I'm just gonna slice them. Here is my diced chicken leg, and I'm gonna quickly put them in a bowl and add a few sauce to marinate the chicken leg. Here I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon Chinese cooking wine. One tablespoon light soy sauce. 1 teaspoon corn flour. Then I'm gonna give the chicken leg a quick mix. Make sure all the ingredients in there will cover them evenly. Now I'm gonna leave the bowl on the side for now. In this recipe, I'm gonna use some dried shiitake mushroom. I'm gonna use about 4 mushrooms in here. And I'm gonna pour some boiling hot water in the bowl. Then I'm gonna put some cling film to cover the bowl. This step, we are going to soft up the dried mushroom. Here, we are going to leave the dried shiitake mushroom in the bowl until they soft up. Then we can use them for our porridge. The next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna prepare my vegetables. So here, I'm going to use about half of a carrot. I'm just gonna peel and chop them to small pieces for our porridge. Here, I'm gonna cut my carrot to this kind of small cube. Now I'm gonna chop a few slices of ginger. So I'm gonna chop them to this big. Then I'm gonna chop some lettuce. Here I'm using iceberg lettuce. Here are my chopped vegetables. Now I'm gonna move to the hob and I'm going to quickly fry the chicken before we put them in the porridge. Now I'm gonna fry the chicken and I'm gonna turn the heat to high to warm the pan up. Once the pan warmed up, I'm gonna add a little bit olive oil in here or vegetable oil. Then I'm gonna add my chicken in. Once the chicken starts to change color, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon Chinese cooking wine. So here, we are going to cook the chicken about 80% to 90% cooked. Because we are going to put the chicken in the porridge, the hot water will cook chicken further from there. I think my chicken are about 90% cooked now. I'm gonna take them out and put them on the side. The next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use about a cupful of rice. I'm going to put my rice in the same pan. Here we don't need to wash the pan. We are going to add the rice straight in the pan. Then we are going to add some boiling hot water. Turn on the heat. We are going to give the rice a quick stir before the rice stick on the pan. I'm going to add a tiny bit more water here. We are going to wait until the water is boiled. Then we are going to turn the heat down to medium. We are going to let the rice cook until the most part of the rice are soft. As you can see, the water is pretty boiled now. I'm gonna turn my heat down to medium and leave them in the pan for about 8 to 10 minutes. However, I will constantly stir the rice. I just quickly checked my mushroom. I'm gonna show you. This is what the mushroom looks like after we soak it in the boiling hot water. This is the dry one. You can see it's really soft now. I'm gonna take them out of the bowl and we are going to slice them. For the water we soaked them in before, we are going to keep them for the porridge because they are going to give the porridge a layer of really nice flavor. So here are my prepared vegetables. We got lettuce, we got small carrot cubes, and we got slices of mushroom and some ginger here. It has been about 6 minutes. Now I'm going to add the chicken we fried early on into the saucepan. Give a quick stir. After about 8 minutes, I'm going to add all the vegetables in here apart from the lettuce. And we are going to give it a quick stir. Then I'm gonna add a handful of frozen peas. Here is the water we soaked the mushroom in before. I'm going to add it all in the saucepan. Then I'm gonna turn the heat slightly higher. So it's about medium high. And here we are going to constantly stir them until the rice is cooked. Right, I'm gonna show you guys. Basically, depends on the consistency you want for your porridge. So how thick you want your porridge. For mine, I'm happy with the consistency I got at the moment. So before I turn the heat off, I'm going to add a tiny bit of iceberg lettuce in here and give a quick stir. Then I'm gonna turn off the heat. I'm going to put in some white pepper powder. Then I'm gonna put some salt in. Give them a quick mix. Before I'm gonna serve my porridge in a bowl, I'm gonna add tiny bit sesame oil in here. Give it a quick stir. Now I'm gonna serve them in my bowl. So I just add a tiny bit of garnish in my porridge. So basically, a pinch of coriander leaves and a pinch of spring onions. Here is my chicken and the mushroom porridge. Now is the most important part. Try my breakfast. Wow, it smells so good. Oh my god. Let's have a bit mushroom, a little bit carrot, lettuce, and the pea. It's basically a little bit of everything. Oh my god. It's so good. Oh my god. That's why it's my most favorite savory porridge. It's so good. Absolutely amazing. Right. Now I'm going to enjoy my breakfast. I will see you guys at the lunchtime. Bye! Hi guys! It's Yongxinhu. Welcome back. It's lunchtime. For today's lunch, I'm gonna show you guys make a really simple, easy, vegetarian, vegan friendly dish. It's called steamed vegetable balls. Right, let's get straight into it. So, the first thing I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna use the half carrot which left from this morning. I'm going to quickly peel and chop my carrot. here are my carrot slices. I'm gonna cut half of the white cabbage now. So I'm just gonna straight in from the middle. And from here, we are going to just chop them to slices. Once we finish slice our carrot and the wet cabbage, we are going to put them in my glass bowl. I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon salt in here. Then I'm gonna give them a quick mix. So basically this step is help carrot and the cabbage to bring all the water out. And we are going to leave them just in a bowl. And I'm gonna cover mine with some kitchen roll. We are going to leave them in there for about 10 minutes and we'll come back check them in a bit. It has been about 10 minutes. Let's have a look what the vegetables looks like. I'm not sure if you guys can see the lots of waters here. So I'm just gonna use a bowl to show you guys. So before I squash any water out of them, there are already lots of water coming out of the vegetables. So that's not enough. Here I'm going to use my hand to squeeze them. So basically try to get as much water as possible. I'm absolutely tired afterwards. So I have to say, I'm not the strongest person in the world. After I squeeze all the vegetables, you can see the lots of water came out of them. I will probably say more water you get out of these vegetables, and the tighter they're gonna stay together when we steam them. So now I'm gonna transfer all the vegetables back in the glass bowl again because I'm gonna add some flour and to mix them together. Right, after I transfer all the vegetables back in the glass bowl, I'm gonna add 5 teaspoons plain flour. Then I'm gonna add some mushroom flavored dark soy sauce. So we only need 1 teaspoon of this sauce here. So because I'm going to try to make this dish to a vegan and vegetarian friendly dish, if you don't have mushroom flavored dark soy sauce at home, you can also use oyster sauce. But in this way, it won't be a vegan or vegetarian friendly dish anymore. And then we are going to add ½ teaspoon sesame oil. tablespoon. Then we are going to add tiny bit black pepper powder or white pepper powder will do. So we are going to add about half teaspoon. Since we add lots of salt before we even add anything else, so here I'm not gonna add any more salt, only tiny bit black pepper. Then we are going to mix everything together. So after you mix them a little bit, you can feel all the vegetables start to stick together. That's definitely what we want. And now I'm gonna get my steamer out. So here I got my steamer out. So what you can do, you can either brush some oil, or if you want to make it healthier, I'm gonna use some Fry Light oil spray here. Just give the steamer a quick spray. Then I'm gonna shape my vegetable mixture. The next part, there are two ways you can do it. So the first way will be if you want to just shape them by your hands, which will work. Which will eventually work after the vegetable bowl got steamed. So you just need to take tiny bit of the mixture. For example, like this much. Then you just squeeze, shape the same time. So squeeze and shape the same time. Squeeze, shape the same time. You can still see lots of water coming out of them. So after I squeeze, shape a few times, and I can just pop it in here, I know they will be alright. Now I'm just gonna quickly make the rest of them. However, if you say right, you didn't squeeze as much water out, and so like when you try to squeeze them, like just not working. I would probably say try to add about extra 2 tablespoons flour and mix with 2 tablespoons corn flour in your mixture and give it another try. So for the second way, so for some reason it's just not working at all, you can't shape it, and just use, I would say, the pastry cutter. If you just pop one of them in here, and so we are still going to try to squeeze a little bit before we pop it in that, and then we're just going to pop it in and leave it in there. So I will probably say the first way gonna be less water or less liquid in there, because we squeeze most of water out when we squeeze and shape. And now I'm just gonna quickly make a few and pop in my steamer. Here I managed to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 vegetable balls out of my mixture. I honestly try to squeeze them like lots of times, and then eventually they stay in shape. Now I'm gonna put my steamer on. So trust me, after 10 minutes they will look amazing. While the steamer is on the go, I'm gonna quickly show you guys how to make a dipping sauce. So here we are going to use a few ingredients you can find from your kitchen. So basically 2 cloves of garlic, a handful of spring onion, and a handful of coriander. And here, the reason why I put a glove on is because I'm gonna chop some chili. And here we are going to use half of the So here we are going to add everything in the sauce bowl. Oops. Then we are going to add 1 tablespoon light soy sauce, 1 tablespoon Chinese white vinegar or rice vinegar, and half tablespoon sesame seed oil. Last but not least, we are going to add a pinch of sugar as well. Then we are just going to give them a quick mix. After I mix everything, I'm gonna pop them in my small sauce pot. Now is the most important part. Try my lunch. Right, I'm just gonna get a pair of brand new chopsticks and I'm gonna give it a try. Look at that. So I'm just gonna dip in my sauce. Oh god. It's so good. It's so good. It's healthy. It's vegan, vegetarian friendly, and literally low calorie diet, guys. It's so good. Right, now I'm going to enjoy my lunch. I will see you guys at dinner time. Bye. Hi guys, it's Yongxin Hu. Welcome back. It's finally the dinner time. How is your day going so far? I had a great day. So for today's dinner, I'm gonna teach you guys one of my favorite dish. It's the spicy tofu. A few people asked me if there are any dishes can be fast, delicious, good looking. So I went through my recipes and yes, there are lots of fast dish which will be available in the next 3 weeks. So for this week and for tonight's recipe, I would say it's fairly fast. So normally when I'm in rush and I still want to make something delicious, this is my dish. So first of all, we are going to prepare a few ingredients. I'm going to finely chop some ginger. Then I'm gonna chop some spring onions. Then I'm gonna finely chop 4 garlic cloves. Here are my chopped spring onion, ginger, and the garlic. The next thing I'm gonna prepare is the hero of this dish, is the tofu. So for tofu, you do have like a firm level, like for example, how hard is the tofu. The one I'm gonna use for this dish will be the level 4. You can find them in your local Chinese supermarket or Asian supermarket. And I will say, for this specific tofu, I normally use either level 4 or level 5 because if the tofu is too soft, it's not gonna look good in the end. So here, I'm just gonna quickly open the package, drink the water. Here, I'm gonna chop the tofu this way first. Right. From here, I'm gonna chop them downwards. So basically, each slice of my tofu look like this big. And I'm just gonna quickly do the rest of them. I will say, if you are vegan or vegetarian, that's all the ingredients you need to prepare for this dish. And for me, I'm going to add a little bit beef mince for this dish as well. On top of that, I'm going to use a special Chinese hot broad bean paste, or for some brand, it might call it spicy bean paste. Also, I will need some Sichuan pepper. So basically, in the local supermarket I normally go into, they have two types of Sichuan pepper. So the main difference between them is kind of like the different level of chili, how hot the chili is. So for Sichuan pepper, it's basically the normalness level. So the normal Sichuan pepper, I would say probably the lowest level. I mean, there are only two types of them, right? So this one is normal Sichuan pepper. If you can't handle the really non-meat taste, I will advise you use this one. But for myself, I like a little bit numbness in this specific dish. I will use this specific Sichuan pepper. It's called Sichuan green pepper. So I would say they're fairly strong. So in my dish today, I'm just going to have a pinch of both and mix them. Yeah, that's all the ingredients we need. Now, let's move to the hob. So, first of all, I'm gonna turn the heat on and let the pan to warm up. Once the pan is warmed up, we are going to add some olive oil or vegetable oil in the pan. Then, we are going to add spring onion, ginger and garlic in the pan straight away. And here we are going to turn the heat down to low heat or medium low straight away. So we are going to fry them under the low heat for about a minute. So if you are vegan or vegetarian, you can just add 1 tablespoon of the spicy bean paste in the pan now. For me, I'm gonna add about 200 grams beef mince in the pan. And I'm gonna turn the heat up to medium high. Try to fry the mince. Once the mince starts to change color, we are going to add 1 tablespoon Chinese cooking wine. When the most of mince has changed the color, we are going to add 1 tablespoon spicy bean paste. Smells so good already. Then I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons light soy sauce, 1 tablespoon dark soy sauce, quick stir. Then we are going to add in our tofu. So here we are going to be really gentle. Our tofu, although the one I'm using is quite firm, however, at the end of the day, they are still tofu. They are quite delicate. So please be gentle with them. And here we are going to add some water in the saucepan and turn the heat up to high. So the amount of water I added in my saucepan was just enough to cover the most of tofu, and at this point I'm going to add in a pinch of normal Sichuan pepper and a pinch of green pepper. And here I'm going to let them simmer in the pan for about 10 minutes. And we are going to leave them on high heat. It has been about 10 minutes. As you guys can see, there isn't much water left in the pan. I'm going to get a pot out, a small pot, and I'm going to add 1 tablespoon corn flour and then just some tap water. And I'm going to give the mixture a quick mix. Then we are going to make sure the heat is on high heat and put the corn flour mixture in the saucepan. Here I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon white pepper powder. Once the sauce starts to turn sticky, we are going to turn off the heat. Some salt. Tiny bit black pepper. Then I'm gonna serve it in a bowl. Now I'm gonna transfer my spicy tofu into a bowl. Last but not least, I'm gonna add a little bit of garnish on the spicy tofu. I'm gonna add a pinch of coriander leaves and a pinch of spring onion. Maybe a tiny bit more on this side. Tiny bit black pepper. Here is my spicy tofu. Wow! Now is the most important part. Try my dinner. Right. Because, as its name said, it's spicy tofu. So I normally would serve my tofu with a bowl of rice. So I have some leftover rice from yesterday when we were making sushi. So I just quickly pop them in the microwave and warm them up. And now let's try my tofu. Wow, it smells so good. Mmm. 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 It's so good. It's so good. Wow. What a great dish. What a great day. Before we wrap up, tomorrow is gonna be the last day of week 1. Make sure you have subscribed to my channel and liked my videos. Now I'm going to enjoy my dinner. Thanks for watching this episode. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.